What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So in this video I want to talk about vengeance and how you can improve its cooldown, especially when you're running around with the DPS builds. You would definitely want to improve your damage consistency, and especially with the skills. So 17 second is not looking great. However, I am still getting some cooldown on my vengeance. Otherwise, without the cooldown it would be sitting at around 20 seconds. So before getting into more how you can take it down even further, let me show you what you can do to help yourself improve some cooldown. So make sure that your set items have some cooldown. If you can do some enchanting, that would be nice. And also beneficial duration does help to extend the duration of your vengeance, which also lower the cooldown of your vengeance. So having beneficial duration and cooldown on couple of your pieces would actually benefit you. As you guys can see, I have a lot of beneficial duration, somewhat around 9%, and cooldown as well, like 4%, 4%, 3%, 11%, and 15% cooldown coming. And the cap for the vengeance cooldown is somewhat sitting around 30%. You cannot go down further than that with the cooldown. So yeah, 30% is, or 25 is where you can reach, but beneficial duration doesn't have any cap, which is nice. So with this, beneficial duration on your set items and cooldown is definitely essential to extend the duration of your vengeance, and then you can get some beneficial duration from your chest piece as well. Here I should have the beneficial duration here, and then some more on your pen. So this is one way to get some cooldown and extend the duration of your vengeance. Then this is also really important here. When you go down to the runes, you would see I have tier rune, the yellow one, and what it gives you is attack speed by 2% and 4.5% increased beneficial duration. And you would want them, you would want two of them on your helmet and shoulder, and that is going to give you around 9% increase in beneficial duration. So you guys can see I am quite using optimal setup here, and with that my cooldown is 17 seconds, but you can go down even further. And talking about those runes, they are quite cheap as well. Tier, you can find them in the market for 2,700 each, and there are like 8 pages available. And I guess in every single server this is pretty much the case with the tier rune now, so you can find them for cheaper. Even if you are a free to play or mid spender or new player, you should be able to get them quite easily. And trust me, these yellow runes for the pant, not the pant, for the shoulder and the helm are one of the best one, and quite cheap now. So that's that. But you can go even down with your cooldown on your vengeance, and to do that you need a awaken slot. And to do that, if you are new, then you would need your legendary gem at least upgraded to rank 4 inside your pant, and then you can awaken it. Let me show you how you can awaken that as well real quickly. So you would have to go down to this person here, click on shop, then you need to click on the reforge and go all the way down, and here you can buy the dawning echo for 10,000. Then you can come down here to the master jeweler, and if you don't have your slot awaken, but when you reach rank 4 legendary gem inside your pant, then you can use dawning echo to awaken your slot, and it is going to give you the second buff on your pet, and they all comes differently. and it will also turn your pen into purple. Now that is aside, you can go further down with your cooldown on vengeance, and you can use Cough's Unrelenting Fury. This is for vengeance, and it is going to launch one additional rocket once you fire twice with your primary. And when I equip this, you would notice instantly here it says cooldown decreased by 10% for vengeance. So I already had 15% cooldown, and now I am getting 10% more, and look at that. My cooldown on vengeance has gone down to 15 seconds, and also it is staying active for more than 6 seconds, leaving my cooldown only for somewhat around 4 or less seconds. So you also fire that missiles. Keep in mind those missiles are only going to work the best against single target, but if you are going to be versus multiple target, then they are going to pick random targets, which is fine. But however, it is going to give you more consistency, which means more damage output will be coming out from you. So that's that. I hope this helps if you guys are looking into cooldown, and also I think since it is going to provide you the best consistency because the skills is going to last longer, then your damage output should be better as well. Also, there are some other options in pens there as well, like you would say Runa's Path, increase all damage you deal by 11.4% and evasion rating. However, I feel like that there is a hidden damage threshold with the Strave, which prevents you from getting a certain damage output. That is what my take, and even if I ask developers about it, they are not going to answer on that. But my testing does show that it doesn't make any difference which pen you switch to. The difference is quite small in all of them, and you wouldn't see a huge damage numbers improvement. However, Runa's Path doesn't give you damage improvement. Slayer Breaches is somewhat better, but still. Then there is another one, Quarry Chaser. Where is it? It works with the Chakram build setup which I am using. However, it also comes in the gray area. To my testing, it feels like it works, but since it's a skill, it might not work. Even the developers are not sure on this one. I didn't ask them much, but yeah, it comes in the gray area. So if you want to play safe and want to have the best consistency and damage output, and want to see that it is actually providing you with the buff, then Cough Unrelenting Fury is the best option out there, because you would definitely see that yep, you're getting more cooldown on your vengeance. So give it a try and see how you guys like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.